Hello everyone, welcome to the Stock Martin channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. If everybody can give me that thumbs up, the like button to share this video with others, I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, then click on that little notification bell to get all my videos. I do have an update for you. We have heard that Polestar is in rumors to be merging with GGPI. And it has been a little bit over 1 month since this merger has been speculated. So I did want to kind of circle around and take a look at any new information about this and also talk about some new updates to the Polestar 2 vehicle. I think you're really going to get a lot out of this video, and let's just dive right in. According to this article from Market Realist, the GGPI is the SPAC stock could spike amid the Polestar merger announcement. So as I have mentioned, it has been about over a month since this was first announced. It was first announced according to the Bloomberg report, which did say that on July 9th that there is talks between Gores Guggenheim, which is GGPI, which is the SPAC, it's a special purpose acquisition company, could be merging with the premium EV manufacturer Polestar. According to Bloomberg, this was last talked about that on July 9th, GGPI were in talks with Polestar about this merger, but we really haven't heard anything since there. Bloomberg has reported that if the deal could go through, the company could have a valuation of $25 billion, which is just right under Lucid Motor Company. And it has been producing vehicles out there right now. Polestar is owned by two companies. It is co-owned by the Chinese Geely Company and Volvo Car AB. And in April 2021, Polestar did raise $550 million from outside investors to get this company going and to get their product rolling. It does right now have two products in the market. One is the Polestar 1. It is a sports car, two-door hybrid version. It does have gas. It is a 4-cylinder gas engine, and it also runs on electric vehicle, and it also runs on electric motor as well. On a single charge, it can go up to 52 miles just on the electric motor alone, but it is mostly functional as a hybrid vehicle. The Polestar 2 is its all-electric 4-door sedan. It has been out there for a while now, and it is selling quite well. Polestar does also have a Polestar 3 up and coming. This will be its first electric SUV. This company will be producing it in the United States in South Carolina plant. Now looking at the social media out there, there has been a little bit of chatter that GGPI and Polestar might be merging. And we have still been speculating. There haven't been anything announced out there since the initial Bloomberg report. But normally it does take about a month or two to get this information out. And if you might remember, it's been about 1 month and 12 days, according to this article, that the CCI and Lucid Motor talks were announced. And this was also from Bloomberg. So we definitely should see something soon. And we'll definitely have to keep our eyes peeled and our ears open to see if anything will be happening with that. According to this article, Polestar is launching 9 more markets this year. It is going all over the world. It is international. And it's also doubling the amount of retail stores to 100 locations worldwide. It is also increasing the number of service points by more than 780 by the end of this year, which will have more than 650 total worldwide. And it's also adding more products to its portfolio over the coming years. As I have mentioned, the Polestar 3, the SUV, will be produced very soon, and it does have promising results. Now, I would like to transition to if this Polestar GGPI merger does go through, what will happen to the stock? According to this article, Polestar has strong credibility because it has the ties with the Chinese company Geely and the Swedish company Volvo. The company management seems genuinely interested in becoming carbon neutral, and it is also expanding worldwide, so it does have a lot of demand for its vehicle. Therefore, if the formal agreement and announcement that the deal is made, there is a high chance that the GGPI stock will go up. Now, will it go up as much as CCIV went up when they were announced with the Lucid Motors merger? I definitely don't think that it will go that high. Remember, this was going from about $10 all the way up to a maximum of $65. I don't see that big of a spike will happen with Polestar, but I do think that it will do quite well in going from its current value all the way up. And right now it is trading right under that $10 mark. This article does mention that any investments in GGPI at this time is only speculative, and because there is no news out there that this merger will be happening with Polestar and GGPI. Now, I did want to switch to this automotive news about the Polestar vehicle. The Polestar 2 did have some new range developments, and it looks like that they will have an expanded lineup coming this year. So the brand now has appointed 20 dealers in the United States, and it is expected by the end of the year to have 25. Polestar did just recently announce that the 2022 Polestar will be sold in the United States by the end of the year, with more variants coming. The price tag for the single motor vehicle is about $47,000, which includes a $1,300 destination charge. And there are going to be various government credits out there that could bring this price of the Polestar 2 to about $36,200 with the destination charge, which is a very good entry price for this vehicle in my opinion. The Polestar 2 will have a range of about 265 miles on a single charge, and it will have an optional heat pump that could improve the range by about 10% according to Polestar. The Polestar will also come in a different variation of a two-motor variant, which will have 408 horsepower, which will bring its range to 249 miles, which is up about 16 miles over this year's model. The price will be about $51,200 before any price credits, which does include that $1,300 destination charge. And as I have mentioned, Polestar has said that this brand will now appoint 20 new U.S. dealerships, and it does plan to expand to 25 by the end of the year and 35 by the end of next year. Polestar right now is going international. It is very popular in Europe, and especially the long-range Polestar 2 is expected to become quickly the brand's top seller in the European market, even though it has a higher price target than the entry model. And last, I did want to talk about this, the Polestar 2. It does have now a performance package, and they did do some 70-mile-an-hour highway testing with inside EVs. Now, according to this article, the Polestar 2 with the performance package does have better handling, but it does have slightly less driving range with the performance package. They did do a few months ago a 70-mile-an-hour test with a non-performance Polestar 2, and it did end up with 226-mile range, driving at 70 miles an hour. So according to this article, whenever it was driven on the highway at the 70 miles an hour, it did have a range of about 233 miles whenever it was using the DC fast charging stations. And it does look like that the Polestar 2 does have a combined EPA range about 233 miles. And the estimated highway range does go down a little bit by 222 miles. This is a 78 kilowatt battery pack, and it does have about 75 kilowatts that are usable whenever you're driving on these highway speeds. Now talking about the Polestar performance package, it does not offer a larger battery pack or even more horsepower or torque, but what you do get for about $5,000 is an adjustable suspension. You do get larger wheels, about 20-inch wheels. You do get slightly better brakes, and you get a lot more better performance tires and a special gold-colored seat belts. The performance package does come with a long-range dual motor, and it feels like it is more connected to the road, possibly because of the suspension and the tires, and it does have a more ultimate driving experience. With the performance package, whenever it was tested going 70 miles an hour on the highway, they did get about 221 miles total. Now, I did want to mention that the Polestar performance package did start having some difficulty maintaining highway speeds once the state of the charge was under 3%, and when it ranged about 1%, it could barely go faster than 25 miles an hour. So they did pull off the highway, and they did have about 216-mile mark, and they did have about another 5.6 miles until they reached to the charge point, direct charge fast charging station. As you can see that the Polestar 2, the miles driven at 70 miles an hour did have a range of 226 miles. With the performance package, it did drop it about 10 miles to 216 miles. The miles driven below 70 miles an hour was about 7 miles for the Polestar 2. The performance package was about 5.6 miles, so they did slow down quite a bit. And the total miles driven for the Polestar 2 was 233 miles. And the Polestar 2 with performance package could go a maximum of 221 miles. But the last few miles, as I have mentioned, once you get below that 3% on the battery life, it will start going a lot slower. And especially once you reach below that 1%, you'll barely go over 25 miles an hour. Well, now that we talked about this vehicle, I did want to just give a brief overview that right now we do not know if GGPI Gores Guggenheim SPAC will be merging with Polestar. We'll definitely have to see if that is going to be coming, and we should find out in the next few days, if not in the next few weeks. I will definitely keep you updated. If we do compare it to the CCIV and Lucid Motors, since it was rumored that they would be merging, it was about 1 month and 12 days, and we have gone way over that 1 month since it was first announced by Bloomberg that GGPI could be in talks with Polestar. So definitely we should start seeing something very shortly, and I will definitely keep you updated. Please leave me a comment down below if you do think that this merger will go through, or if you do not, and what your thoughts are on the vehicle. The demand of the Polestar can be seen that it's growing as it's available everywhere, and it is expanding, which is good to see for this company, and I think it will be very good for this stock once it becomes an IPO through hopefully this SPAC merger with GGPI. But I hope you liked this video. Please give me that thumbs up if you did, and if you learned something new. Also, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. Also, if you can, share this video with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and that next door neighbor. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for growing this channel, and I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Have a great day. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.